Hello Internet, this is Brink, and welcome to my quick start guide where I take a brief look at a specific class in World of Warcraft and break down the essential of their core rotation. This isn't a comprehensive guide, it's designed to refresh and get you up and running. So to keep things short and simple, we're just gonna focus on the rotation for now. But if you're curious about the talent build I'm using in this guide, the link is in the description. Today we're going to talk about the Brewmaster Monk. Now, the Brewmaster Monk can get complex when playing at a higher level. Since it's a beginner's guide, I'm going to try very hard not to get lost in the details, keep things as simple as possible. Let's talk about how to master the Brewmaster Monk. At the core of your gameplay is Stagger. This ability delays a portion of the damage you take, and your job is to manage it with Purifying Brew to reduce that delayed damage. Stagger is not damage reduction by itself. Even though Stagger prevents you from taking the full amount of damage right away, if you don't do anything about the damage in your Stagger pool, you are taking the full hit over a period of time. Making proper use of Purifying Brew in particular is the biggest difference between an average Brewmaster and a great one. To boost Stagger, you keep your shuffle buff active by pressing abilities like Blackout Kick, which has a fixed 4-second cooldown. Always prioritize using Blackout Kick on time. It's basically your rhythm anchor, especially with the new tier set of Season 2, where Blackout Kick gets buffed. Hitting Blackout Kick consistently on cooldown is something even good players struggle with, but this will be your main priority. With the set bonus halving Blackout Kick's cooldown, the potential for this goes up. For those maximizing damage, you will want to be alternating Blackout Kick and Tiger Palm during Blackout combo. For energy, focus on efficient spending. Abilities like Keg Smash and Tiger Palm not only deal damage, but also reduce your brew cooldowns. So keep your energy ready for them. Don't waste it when your Keg Smash is off cooldown. Finally, be aware of your Stagger bar and use Purifying Brew smartly to clear heavy damage. This turns Brewmaster's unique Stagger mechanic into a powerful survival tool. Master these basics and you'll be on your way to brewing your perfect tank. The Monk class talent tree has a lot of free and fun choices to play with. You have an abundance of talent points to move around and try out. Do you want to roll or rather cheap torpedo? My advice is dive in and try out the stuff that appeals to you the most. Hero talents? After the most recent buffs to Master of Harmony, both hero talents are fairly similar in the value they provide. Shadowpan could be considered better in single target and a little easier to play. Master of Harmony requires more timing, utilizing your Celestial Brew damage component. It's definitely trickier to get the full value out of the hero talent compared to Shadowpan. Both hero talents are almost entirely passive. Whether you are a Shadowpan or a Master of Harmony Brewmaster, your hero talent effects will passively occur as you perform your standard rotation. I said almost, there isn't much to worry about. But when playing Master of Harmony, just need to remember that you will need to use Celestial Brew to activate Aspect of Harmony and spend your Vitality. So both are viable for all levels of play. So again, choose the one you like the most and roll in. Tier set also doesn't change the way you play. Your Luck of the Draw will activate Fortifying Brew for 6 seconds. And when it does proc, your Blackout Kick will also deal 150% damage. Pretty straightforward. Talking about your defensives and mitigating damage, you have to use the right cooldown for the job. Brewmasters have many defensive cooldowns in the War Within, including Dampen Harm, Diffuse Magic, Zen Meditation, Fortifying Brew, the Black Ox and Celestial Brew. Some of these abilities have cooldown timers that are much longer than the others, and some of their cooldowns reduced by your other abilities and talents. While this will make things complicated in judging the value of using one, in general, you should consider abilities with longer cooldowns as being your stronger one that you should be more careful about using. Likewise, you shouldn't be using a magic damage reduction cooldown like Diffuse Magic against physical damage, so use them appropriately. When first beginning a pool, your goals are straightforward. 1. You want to be able to survive the pool, so you want to establish a healthy amount of shuffle with Keg Smash and Blackout Kick. These two abilities also help a lot with your second goal, and that's getting threat on the pack. so you don't lose aggro from the DPS. After these two abilities, you want to use Breath of Fire. The reason for this is that targets affected by Keg Smash will also take extra fire damage, and they will deal 5% reduced damage to you for 12 seconds. But also because of the talent Charred Passions, your right leg inflame for 8 seconds, causing your Blackout Kick and Spinning Crane Kick to deal 50% additional fire damage, and refresh the duration of your Breath of Fire on the target. Next, you want to use Weapons of Order. The tooltip says the following: for the next 30 seconds your mastery is increased by 8.8 seconds, meaning you will gain more dodge and take less damage because of your mastery Elusive Brawler. Additionally, Keg Smash cooldown is reset instantly, so you can use it again. And enemies hit by Keg Smash or Rising Sun Kick take extra damage from you for 10 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. After Weapons of Order, you want to use your Keg Smash and Blackout Kick. Doing the rotation in this order also takes care of the talent Blackout combo, where Blackout Kick also empowers your Breath of Fire. So when you start to understand the rotation and why you're pressing certain abilities and the necessary order to press them, the priority-based rotation becomes very clear. With all that out of the way, let's have a good look at the Brewmaster Monk rotation. A priority rotation is meant to be followed when you are in combat and multiple abilities are already on cooldown, to help you decide what one to use next. I will put the abilities on screen while I do them. As with many other classes, there are always some things you can do before the fight starts. We call that precasting, as it's free to do and then you can forget about them during your rotation. If you want, you can precast Rush of Jade Wind if talented, and open with a Chi Burst from a distance. Close the gap, you can roll or run into the pack and start with your rotational opener. Remember, execute an enemy with Touch of Death if possible, when the target health pool is smaller than yours, so you can kill it instantly. It will proc on your screen, so you can forget about it and react to it when you see it happening. So, use Keg Smash, use Blackout Kick, use Breath of Fire to gain the buff, use Weapons of Order, use Rising Sun Kick, use Exploding Keg, use Blackout Kick, and keep the rotation going. If taking minimal damage, use an extra charge of Purifying Brew to trigger additional special delivery procs. My philosophy with the 2 stack of Purifying Brew and 2 stacks of Celestial Brew, if you're running the hero talent tree Master of Harmony that provides you with an extra stack, is to have always one on cooldown, so it's recharging for a new one. This way your cooldown reductions can get to work and you'll use your last stack for when you really need it. Next, don't forget to use your second charge of Keg Smash. When using Tiger Palm, make sure you have enough energy available when Keg Smash comes off cooldown. When understanding why you do the abilities, it becomes less complex, and it's almost easily followed by hitting both Keg Smash and Blackout Kick on cooldown before pressing any other abilities. Blackout Kick is the most important ability you have as a Brewmaster. It both deals a large amount of your total damage and gives plenty of defensive benefits. Keg Smash falls into a similar spot, providing both damage and defensive on a low cooldown. Weapons of Order. Since it has a long cooldown, don't waste it on a small pack. If you know a big pool is coming soon, save it to maximize its impact. For Exploding Keg, use it on cooldown, but only after enemies are fully grouped up. It doesn't have a fixed spot in your opener, so adjust as needed. When it comes to trinkets or unused effects, pop them whenever it's convenient. Just remember, damage amplifiers like Weapons of Order only boost your ability damage, not all damage. Touch of Death. Use it when it can be triggered. If you are looking to really maximize its power, you can make sure to only use it when it will kill the target, as this can do a maximum of 100% of your HP as damage instead of 35% it normally does. This only works if improved Touch of Death is talented. Let's wrap things up. There's a lot more we could talk about with Brewmaster Monks, but we've already covered so much ground just going over the core rotation, so we are going to end it here. But I really do hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. With all that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know by clicking that like button. And if you'd like to see more videos, you can do me a huge favor. Subscribe to my channel. My goal is to get to 1000 subscribers, so your support would mean a lot. This is Brinks out. Until next time.